El Muerto, the Headless Horseman of Texas. In the wide, desolate stretches of the Texas frontier, tales of ghosts and legends were born from the harsh and often lawless landscape. One such tale that has haunted Texas folklore for over a century is the story of El Muerto, also known as the Headless Horseman of South Texas. This spine-chilling legend has been passed down through generations, terrifying locals and travelers alike with sightings of a mysterious headless rider galloping through the deserts of the Rio Grande region. The story of El Muerto blends the lawlessness of the Wild West with the eerie presence of the supernatural, making it one of the most enduring and eerie legends of the Texas frontier. The story of El Muerto begins in the mid-1800s, during a time when cattle rustling, banditry, and violence were rampant along the Texas-Mexico border. Among the outlaws of the time was a notorious Mexican bandit named Vidal, who was known for his skill in evading the law while stealing cattle from ranches. Vidal had built a fearsome reputation as a skilled and ruthless thief, moving in and out of Texas with relative ease. However, his luck would eventually run out. In 1850, after Vidal had stolen cattle from a ranch near the Nueces River, a group of Texas Rangers, led by the famed Captain Creed Taylor, teamed up with Bigfoot Wallace, a legendary frontiersman, to bring the outlaw to justice. Fed up with the rampant thefts, the Rangers and their men were determined to make an example of Vidal and deter other rustlers from terrorizing the region. The Rangers tracked Vidal down, ambushing him and his gang. Vidal was captured and executed without mercy. However, simply killing Vidal wasn't enough for the Rangers. They wanted to send a message to all outlaws who dared steal from Texan ranchers. What happened next would solidify Vidal's fate as one of the most infamous figures in Texas folklore. After executing Vidal, the Texas Rangers and their posse devised a gruesome punishment that would not only take Vidal's life but turn his body into a horrifying spectacle. Vidal's head was severed from his body, and his lifeless corpse was tied to the back of a wild horse. In his hands, the Rangers placed his severed head, creating a nightmarish figure. The horse, now burdened with the grotesque rider, was set free to roam the wilderness of South Texas. For days, the horse galloped through the desert, its headless rider still mounted on its back, leaving locals and travelers terrified. People reported seeing the terrifying sight of a headless horseman riding across the plains, his decapitated head in his hands, eyes frozen in a ghastly stare. The horse, wild and panicked, roamed aimlessly, with its gruesome burden only adding to the fear of those who saw it. As more people encountered the headless rider, the legend of El Muerto began to grow. Sightings of the ghostly figure spread throughout the region, with some claiming the headless horseman would gallop silently under the light of the moon, while others reported hearing the terrifying thundering of hooves in the distance, as the spectral figure rode through the darkness. Some locals believed that El Muerto was more than just a body strapped to a horse. They believed his spirit had returned to haunt the land, forever cursed to wander the Texas plains. Over time, the legend of El Muerto took on a supernatural quality, with stories of the horseman being seen even long after Vidal's body had presumably decayed. His presence became associated with a vengeful spirit, a ghostly figure riding through the desert, seeking retribution or perhaps just doomed to an eternity of restless wandering. In one reported sighting, a group of cowboys came across the horse and its macabre rider, managing to shoot and kill the horse. They buried Vidal's remains, thinking that would put an end to the horrifying sightings. However, the legend of El Muerto only persisted, with continued reports of a headless rider galloping across the plains, even after the physical body had been laid to rest. Even in modern times, people have claimed to see El Muerto or have experienced strange occurrences that they attribute to the legend. Ranchers and travelers passing through South Texas still share eerie stories of encountering a ghostly figure in the distance, or hearing the ghostly echo of hooves pounding across the barren landscape late at night. The legend of El Muerto has become an integral part of Texas folklore, embodying the brutality of the Old West and the enduring power of supernatural tales. Like many legends, El Muerto serves as a warning, both of the dangers of lawlessness and the potential consequences of crossing into forbidden territory, whether physical or spiritual. At its core, the tale of El Muerto is a reflection of the rugged, often violent history of the Texas frontier. In a time when justice was often harsh and swift, legends like that of El Muerto helped reinforce social boundaries and deter would-be outlaws. The sight of a headless rider was a physical manifestation of the terrifying consequences of crime, and the enduring ghostly sightings serve as a reminder that some deeds have lasting repercussions. El Muerto also speaks to a deeper human fear, the fear of death and what comes after. The image of a decapitated rider, eternally wandering the land, taps into the universal fear of becoming trapped in a liminal state, neither alive nor fully dead. For centuries, this legend has endured, continuing to send chills through those who hear it, whether around a campfire or in the pages of Texas history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy true crime stories and chilling folklore legends, be sure to like this video, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button for more spine-tingling content.